Welcome to the course. The information and educational content that I'm about to share with you are scientifically proven facts that represent some of the latest findings about our human nature, our food, and our environment. You will learn a wealth of knowledge and gain many insights about what you should and what you should not eat, when and how to eat, but you will also learn why. You will gain deeper understanding about the processes within your physical body and what happens when you put something in your mouth. You will develop your sense to recognize real food from junk food and appreciate how they affect your mind and body. The information in this course is carefully selected and scientifically based. It is a fruit of a dedicated willingness and inner strive to share the truth that what we ingest is either a very real poison that kills us or a natural medicine that nourishes our mind and our cells. It is based on my education, my training, my experience, and my passion about a truly healthy way of living that takes loving care for the body, for the mind, and for the soul. Along my journey, I came across amazing doctors and authors, people like Dr. Joel Fuhrman, Dr. Michael Greger, who managed to clear my head from all the fuss and all the disinformation out there. I can see they are light warriors. They want to spread the truth like me, and they have gone through the tough part. They went through the many years of training to become licensed physicians. They have seen with their own eyes the brutality of what happens within our bodies when we don't respect them. They have dedicated their lives to science and healthcare, and have gone through the endless piles of scientific literature, interpret the vast fields of data, digest all of this, and share it with the world. In this respect, I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to those people who have further shaped my understanding of what a healthy diet actually is and how different foods affect us. In this course, you will learn and relearn all the basics and many of the important details about food. After you finish it, you will know which food is medicine and which food is poison. You will learn a lot about your gut microbiome, which is essentially communicating with our brains and bodies and have a fundamental impact on our health. You will learn about fibers, you will learn about antioxidants, you will learn also what constitutes a healthy diet, and most importantly, how to structure your diet by yourself so you know exactly what, when, and why to ingest. And that is true power. I will give you all the tools, the do's and don'ts about diet so you're able to develop your innate sense of what is good for you and what is not. In this way, you will never have to rely on the latest diet or some coach to tell you what is good for you. Only you truly know the answer to that question. You just need the truth about food and a basic understanding of how it interacts with your body. I have dedicated the biggest portion of my life to find the answer, to truly understand our nature and our consciousness. Our bodies and minds are amazing manifestations of and carriers of the everlasting soul that is the spectator that is behind our thinking patterns. I have gone through a lot of searching to find my answers, and I have found many along the way. Some of them were the understanding that my seeking will never end, that the questions will always be more than the answers, and that this is beautiful. Like a spiral, we are truly divine beings of light that are here to love, to create, and to protect Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. To protect her from the ignorance of her ignorant children that are deep into the ego illusion in the dualistic game of yin and yang, of good and evil. The seeking, rather sooner than later, leads to the realization that mind, body, and spirit are interconnected and dependent on each other. They are continuously exchanging energy with our environment, and nature has forged us into beautiful functioning systems. that are designed to thrive in certain conditions. Yes, indeed, we can adapt to a wide range of environments, living in our isolated and temperature-controlled conditioned homes, wearing clothes and using all kinds of technology to do amazing things. But the fact is that our bodies can seamlessly handle our modern way of life effortlessly, with the only cost of some occasional balances, but not so much. The truth is that the modern Western diet is killing people slowly. It takes control over our minds, and we want more of those hyper-palatable foods. At the same time, these so-called foods, which are just products, take control over our bodies. Our taste buds desensitize to real food, and the vicious cycle is formed. We crave for more sugar, more salt, more fat, which takes us further and further away from what we're supposed to consume as human beings. Don't forget, we are exchanging energy with our environments all the time, and food is one of the major facets of that interaction with nature. This course is about bringing us back to nature by saying no more to poison, change our relationship to food, and get ready for the amazing journey of going home by reshaping your perspective about food. You may even start to perceive it more as a nutritional source rather than a dopamine source. Think about it. Why do you eat what you eat? Because it feels good, or because it is good for your body? Do you nourish your body and mind, or do you feed your ego? How many programs there are in play in your mind? How much of what you think comes from your own truth? How much of your beliefs come from somebody else? What is your decision-making process behind the act of ingesting organic matter? How do you pick your food? You exchange hundreds of grams of organic matter every day, all the time, your whole life. How much thought did you put into the importance of what it is that you're putting in? Do you do it for pleasure? If yes, you want dopamine. You want stimulation and motivation. You want pleasure. You need that from food. What would it take for you to realize that this kind of pleasure will end your life in a few years? Whether by cancer, cardiovascular diseases, liver diseases, it does it for hundreds of millions of people every year. If you do the same, it is only a matter of time. In case you didn't know, most of the modern top killers are preventable diseases that are a direct result of the way we eat. After all, we do it at least one, in many cases a few times a day. Constantly replacing our cells, we are literally built out of the atoms and molecules of the foods we eat. Just think about it. Why would you exchange your long-term mood, physical appearance, and the health of all of your organs for a 20-minute meal that will be forgotten very soon after it's over? Don't you think life is more than that? How many things have you tried? How many activities? How many foods? How many ways to create and express yourself? It is time for us to claim our divinity and our right to call ourselves intelligent species. It starts from within. It starts with the body. Giving the body what it needs will enable us to go higher. When the body is good, so the mind is set for greatness. You cannot perform at your best if you are physically hindered. There are many people who have no idea how they can feel if they make slight changes in their lifestyle. They think that it is normal to have pains, aches, chronic diseases, and disabilities. Often it is because of their age, they say, but no, our society is so used to the increasing levels of diseases that it has forgotten how we can feel within our own bodies. Do not let the rat race set you up for failure by choosing what feels good now. Make the long-term choice. Make the choice to enjoy life in some of the million other ways to be enjoyed and fully lived. If you choose food, own that choice. Don't be a victim of a chemical in your brain. Healthy food can be much more delicious than any fast food and pumped with salt or sugar meal. When your taste and smell receptors are healthy, you can experience food much more fully and with many more nuances that are otherwise dumped down by the excess fat, salt, and sugar. You will see how great it is to discover new products because you can now sense more subtle smells and tastes. You will be dazzled by how energetic and light you feel, how sharp and focused your mind is, how you can do more with your day and your life. Make friends with nature. It means to become friends with you. Namaste.